Hey, Switch leaders! I am so excited that we are just a couple days away from our spring launch. I can't believe it's already time, and I am pumped for this next semester of Switch. I just want to give you a quick update before Wednesday's launch. First of all, I just want to say a big thanks to all of you who were there last Wednesday for Leader Night. We had a great time. For those of you who were there, we really talked through some logistical things, and as well as we got to hear an incredible message from John Maxwell just about valuing people, and also just a time of worship and being together. I mean, it was incredible. For those of you who were not able to make it, we missed you so much. And I will be sending out some documents, just some things to keep you in the loop and keep you informed, and we'll touch on some things during Leader Huddle this coming Wednesday night as well, just to make sure that we're all on the same page as we go in to this next semester of Switch. So, speaking of launch and the next Leader Huddle, like I said, this Wednesday we are back on normal schedule just like last semester, and we will have our Leader Huddle at 6:10 p.m. in the auditorium. That's where dinner's at. This also means by this time you should have your kids checked into Life Kids. That opens at 6 o'clock. And so just make sure that you're in there by 6:10. We'll have a lot of things to cover really quickly so that we can get going for that first night of Switch. Just so that you guys know, if you weren't there, because of the weather and it just kind of forcing us to be inside, we are actually going to start our Switch experiences a little bit earlier than normal. Now, this does not mean that the 6:30 time moves up, because 6:30 is still drop-off time for kids, so there's no need to communicate a different drop-off time. The thing is, instead of us having that 30-minute chunk at the beginning to just hang out and mingle with kids, we're going to move that up. And instead of starting our actual experience at 7, we're going to start it a little closer to 6:45. Now, we might start at maybe 6:50-ish or something and give kids a little bit more time if, and this is a big if, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out, we're looking at seeing how much it'll cost to actually keep that tent that you guys saw at the church this past weekend for the resource event. Because if we can keep that tent, then we're going to set up 9 Square in the air, because that tent is heated, and it'll still be a little chilly out there, but it'll be something fun for the first night back of Switch. After that, the tent will go away, and we won't have 9 Square anymore throughout the winter, but this could be something fun that we can do for the kids just this first night back, if possible. So I'll let you guys know for sure, and if we are having 9 Square, then like I said, we'll probably start the experience around 6:50-ish, just to give the kids some time to be out there with that. But either way, the countdown will be going. I mean, we'll be very well aware of what's happening, and we can get the kids in the right direction at the right time, no problem. Also, just so you guys know, this first week of Switch, the message is over first things first. So this will be very similar to what we saw on Sunday a few weeks ago before we started Jesus and We. I mean, if you remember, that was a powerful, powerful message, and just really setting up the year for success as we talked about what it looks like to put the first things first, to put God first in our day, in our week, in our month, in our year. And so we're going to be talking about those same principles with our students. And now this is a huge challenge for us as the leaders to make sure, and are we implementing these same things in our lives? Because God is really going to use our own personal experience to help guide these students. I mean, can you think about what is possible if these students could grasp this concept at their young age and put these things into practice at their age instead of waiting until they're our age, right? And so I just want you guys to be praying over that, and just have your mindset just to know that, man, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to look back on 2014, but then we're going to really push forward and say, how can we make 2015 for these students the time that they've been closer to God than ever before, that they're digging into His Word like they've never done before, that they're experiencing Him in new ways, and we want to be a part of that. We want to help lead them in that direction, so get excited for that. Also, just as a reminder, for those of you who weren't at Leader Night, I will not be at Switch the following Wednesday, so our second night back, and Christina Ross, our Life Kids pastor, will be covering that. And so just, if you have any questions about things, let's just make sure that we iron out all details this coming Wednesday so that the following Wednesday you guys are good to roll, and Christina won't have to worry about any of that, because you guys will be leading the way for her as well on that Wednesday. So I hope you guys are having a great week, a great start to 2015. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this coming Wednesday as we launch Switch in Albany. It's our first official spring semester, and I believe that God has some really big things in store. I love you guys. I appreciate all you do, and I can't wait to see what He's going to do in us as a group as we come together for this next semester of Switch. See you soon.